Every bleach arc is 60 seconds or less. An orange-haired boy named Ichigo who can see ghosts just to be completing stuff. He got attacked by a hollow and saved by a Soul Reaper called Rukia by giving him her power. Ichigo became a Soul Reaper and meet his friends. Chad, Orihime, or Kurosaki-kun Simulator. Sasuke with eyeglasses. After a while, the Soul Society found out what Rukia did, so they decided to capture her in order to execute her. Ichigo tried to stop them, but... Then a sketchy guy named Urahara treated Ichigo and trained him. Then Ichigo, Chad, Orihime, and Uryu decided to go to the Soul Society in order to rescue Rukia. The gang arrived at the Soul Society and they got shot into the Sirene by a cannon. Literally. Then they start fighting with the Soul Reaper's officers. Ichigo found out where Rukia is, but he got stopped by Renji. And... Then a Soul Reaper captain named Kampachi noticed what's happening. And by the way, he's a psycho who's obsessed with fighting. Goku, is that you? After an intense battle, Ichigo won, but he got severely injured and got saved with a black cat who turned out to be a girl that traveled with them. Ichigo tried to flex but got stopped in order to train for Bankai. The battle on the Soul Society continued, but this time, some of the captains joined our gang. And while all of this is happening, a guy named Aizen got killed. Rukia was about to get executed, but she got saved by an epic entrance of Ichigo. Then Ichigo and Byakuya start going at it. Bankai!
Surprise, motherfucker!
And what do you know? The guy named Aizen turned out to be alive. And all of this was according to his plan. A group called Visors, which are basically Soul Reapers with hollow power, invited Ichigo to join them. They were like, Ichigo, you wanna join us, bruh? And Ichigo's like, nah. Then another new group showed up called the Arrancar, which are hollows with Soul Reaper powers. Our gang tried to stop them, but they got wrecked, but Urahara showed up to save the day. Then an Espada called Grimjow, which is basically an Arrancar in hard mode, attacked Kurakura Town and beat the living shit out of Ichigo. After a lot of fight and Ichigo got the shift beaten out of him, Grimjow left because this wasn't on Aizen's order. So Aizen was like... And after the battle, Ichigo was like, you know bruh, I don't like you, but I need you right now, so can you train me please? The Soul Reapers decided to train, but in the middle of the training they got attacked by the Arrancars. And Ichigo has his round 2 with Grimjow.
Round 2, fight!
And all of this turned out to be a distraction in order for an Espada called Okiura to kidnap Orihime for her power. Ichigo got tracked again, and the Arrancar retreated. Then Ichigo, Chad, and Oryu decide to go to Hueco Mundo in order to save Orihime. In there, they met an interesting group of Arrancars, and Rukia and Renji joined the fight. The show did a classic shonen and split the group. Each had their own individual fight. And after a lot of fights, Ichigo met Okiura, and he got wrecked in the process. But got saved by Grimjow. Yeah. Then Ichigo and Grimjow had their round 3.
Final round. Fight!
And finally, Ichigo managed to win. Then Espada started trickling in and fighting our heroes. So, some Soul Reaper captains showed up in order to save the day. They managed to defeat the Espadas, and meanwhile, Aizen went to Kurakura town. The rest of the Soul Reapers captains start fighting with Aizen's and his Espadas. And after a lot of struggling, the Visors showed up and helped the Soul Reapers. The past arc, which is basically explained the origin of Visors and how it's all Aizen's fault as he tried to turn Soul Reapers into hollows through a process called hollowification. And also this arc explained the origin of the Hogyoku and the past of Arahara. Back to the future, Aizen decided to stop camping and said, yeah, I decided to destroy all of you. And after that, Ichigo showed up, and Aizen was like, all of what happened in your life was according to my plan.
Be a part of my plan.
Even this video. What do you think, Aizen?
Be a part of my plan.
Ichigo got wrecked, and Aizen fused with the Hogyoku. Then Ichigo went for a training arc and learned his final Getsuga Tensho. Aizen started wreaking havoc on the living world, but Ichigo showed up with his Super Saiyan 3 black-haired form and slashed Aizen in one hit. Then Urahara sealed Aizen. This arc is borderline filler, and the main thing of this arc is, Ichigo got his power back. And who is this guy?
Be a part of my plan.